check this one last time. Hope it's still on. It's fine. Got a title. Put in both spots. Good. Justin box art. Never Justin box art. Test lighting. Oh, light bulbs are on, so I guess the lighting is tested. Wraps is on. We're logged into the game. There's Twitch. Hello, everyone. It is Friday, April 6th, 2018. I'm Dent. That's Cyndaquil. We're still playing Final Fantasy XI Online. Alright, so a few months back, I can't believe it was a few months back, we started the Serpent General's quest thingy. And we actually got through a few of them. I think we got through 2 of them. And there's 3 more generals. And we're going to see if we can get caught up with that. Not that I really remember anything. Well, no, it's the big guy. Rugabajin or something. I don't remember his name exactly, or I never knew how to pronounce it. He was like the first one, and then there was like a follow-up quest that dealt with, you know, that one Serpent General with the bow. Forget her name. I think she had a brother. I'm really bad at that. Let's check, see if I can remember her name real quick, because she should be under Trust NPCs with a bow. Nodules? It could be her. It's not Elvira, that's for sure. Definitely not Margaret. Yeah, must have been Serpent General Nodulith. Something. But we're gonna go after my favorite, Zazarg. He's gonna be next. It's gonna be called a quest, Fist of the People. I think I'll start to understand why I like him, because he's a monk. Anyhow, let me double check something real quick here. Actually, it should just be perfectly fine. If not, we'll figure it out. I don't remember the name of the NPC I'm supposed to be looking for, so I'm going to use my cheat sheet. I'm looking for Tahal, which, if I was to be a betting person, and I'm not, but I would bet he's going to be over by Zazarg. There he is. Oh, one other thing. All this, well, the Serpent General that you're presently doing the quest for needs to be in town. I think I don't know. Does he need to be in town to start the quest? Probably. Does he need to be in town to finish the quest? Definitely. But yeah, Draconia. So what is Friday? Happy Friday. Sorry about that. All right, so we're gonna talk to Tahal. What is it, mercenary? You have an introduction from Biyada? Ah, you're here to weasel some stories out of me for that saga of the sky serpent everyone's been talking about. I knew someone would come poking around sooner or later. I mean, how could you compose a ballad about the Serpent Generals and leave out the mighty Zazarg? Obviously. I like this guy. Head on back to the Serhat tea house. I'll come by once my stint on the wall is done. And that's how you start the quest. So we're gonna run back over here. Ludicrous speed. Those of you that might be confused, yes, it looks like I'm in Paladin gear, but I'm on Thief, because Treasure Hunter and movement speed. No stars over my head. But yeah, yeah. This is the, what is it called? The Askir something set? You get it with points from assaults. Like 20,000 points for each piece. Not too hard. You can do a lot of assaults and you can get it that way. Or you can trade in some copper vouchers. Get it that way too. Some people would say save your copper vouchers for sparks. I'm usually one of those people. Mug it! I forget what day it is. It's still Friday. Happy Friday! I need a cheat sheet. Big, giant sign above the camera that says Friday. I'll probably still forget. Like I forgot where I'm going. Tea house? Tea house. That sounds about right. Around up here. Maybe this way. Maybe not. I have no idea. We go up the stairs, we go down the stairs. There's nothing wrong with that. But while we're over here, let's go ahead and pick up the signet. It's not signet. Sanction? Oh, sanction. I remember correctly. Not now. Regen, refresh, increase meal duration. Why can't we get increased movement speed? They should make that a buff. Square Enix be all like, you got enough increased movement speed already. How much more do you want? It's like, I want to go so fast that it breaks the game. Oh. Well, that'd be the way to do it. Oji Migdar! Send that dendro. Happy Friday. Let's see, you're gonna run over here. My screen over here is all a little messed up. Straighten it up a bit. It was all cutting off the chat at the bottom. We'll just have to scroll down. It's my other, older, older computer. The Mighty Vista. What you up to tonight? We're going to get us a Galka Trust NPC. The bestest Galka Trust NPC you've ever seen. Alright, so... who do we talk to? Could it be the Fari Wari? It might be the Fari Wari. Let's see what he has to say. It's this music. What is it? Cynic Will. Now is not the time for dawdling in tea houses. You must... you here. I finally managed to find someone to cover my post. Question marks? So this is the bard I've heard so much about? He's a lot less robust than the rumors make him out to be. Well, never mind. You don't need brawn to listen to a good story, and that's what I've got for you today. Oh! You are acquired, I need glasses. You are acquainted with Zazarg, the Stone Serpent General? Simply wonderful. Ahem. Where's my manners? I am Variwari, the eloquent and never long-winded composer of the heroic sagas and heart-rending ballads. Heroic sagas. Hey. Do you have some grievance with my work? Gotta admit, it's strange. I mean, General Urhgan, is an impressive soldier, but how can you write a heroic saga and not choose General Zazarg for your primary character? This is a very good question. I want to hear the answer. Well, that is to say, we're waiting. That is a most valid opinion. Most valid. Allow me to explain. ... In order to have the material might of the Stone Serpent General truly shine, it was necessary to introduce some of the other generals first, for the sake of comparison, you understand. Does this allay your disapproval for my choice of order? I suppose. So, what do you need to know? Why did the music stop? Why don't we start with the good general's homeland? His homeland? It's mistook. Yes, well, is it not unusual for one of the Galkan race to rise to such lofty position in the Empire? It's not that he tries to hide his origins, but General Zazarg is not a native of Aht Urhgan. Truly. Yet he holds the title of general. And he is from an imperial colony or a protectorate of the Empire? Nothing like that. General Zazarg was born in the Middlelands, nation of Bastok. And this is why we all stick with Bastok. Bastok! From an imperial perspective, it is a desolate, inhospitable territory. What the? Sorry. Ruled by a wealthy noble class that prizes profits above all else. He's going down. According to the Stone Serpent General, that image of Bastok is pretty far off the mark. Thank you. In his home nation, General Zazarg was once a captain in an elite organization called the Musketeers. Cutscene! Actually, we were already in a cutscene. Flashback! Boom, boom. And the music stops again. Greetings, Iron Eater. I haven't seen you since that incident down in... cut the small talk. Do you know why I called you here? Wow. I'm sure I couldn't tell you. Don't play the fool with me, Zazarg. Oh, you're refusing... Well, you're referring to the Gold Musketeers' little expedition to Palborough. Our nation is entering a new stage of negotiations with the Quaidel forces, really. Now, whether that leads us into war or reconciliation, we don't need you and your Gold Musketeers stirring up a hornet's nest. Is that right? Well, it just so happens I had full approval from a department of the industry... Let's try that again. Well, it just so happens I had full approval from a Department of Industry official. You can take a look at the mission documents if you want. I know all about that. That's why I called you here in person. Zazarg says ... There might be a president in office, but both you and I know our nation lacks unity. There is still tension among the races. I really either need to move this monitor closer to my face or start wearing glasses. And the ministries are embroiled in endless power struggles. Politics is for the politicians. It's got nothing to do with me, and that's the way I like it. Let's see if I can try and differentiate their voices just a little bit more. Iron Eater. I don't know if I can do it too much slower, though. That's where you're wrong. If we here in the military don't keep an eye on the trouble in our own government, the future of this nation will be grim. Don't tell me you can't see the corruption of the officials that think nothing of using your troops to turn a profit. You think this is funny? Of course I know what's going on. The Department of Industry will be securing a decent chunk of the budget next year, thanks to us. You knew this, and still... Ever since we started operations in the Palborough mines, who knows how many miners have lost their lives to marauding Quaidel? I've seen enough crying children to last me 6 reincarnations. I'll shake hands with the Shadow Lord himself. It'll give me the chance to smash some turtle men. Zazarg. Iron Eater. We can talk until our teeth fall out, but we'll never see eye to eye. He walks away. I'm not done with you yet. What's done is done. I'm headed straight from here to the ministry to tender my resignation. Exclamation point! Your resignation? If the commanding officer for an operation quits right after a mission, it'll focus attention on the official that approved the mission in the first place. Once news gets around, people will start looking for reasons why, and then the fun starts. These politicians will be so busy scrambling around trying to save their own necks, they won't have time for scheming and plotting. So I'm asking you to let me off the hook this time. This can't be the only way. We do have constitutional law. We can bring this matter to the courts. They're just as corrupt as the politicians. There's no need for you to quit. Well, you see, that's not the only reason. After the thrashing we gave the Quaidel, they won't be peeking out of their shells for a few years to come. This nation will have peace for a while. Old-fashioned soldiers like me will waste away at a desk, filing papers. But I've been a warrior through countless reincarnations. The need for battle burns in my blood. There must be somewhere in the wide world of Vanadil that could... There must be somewhere in this wide world of Vanadil that could use a strong sword on. So I'm pulling up stakes and heading out to find a place that'll have me. I see. ... Then I won't try to stop you. Oh, that's good. But Zazarg, if a stock ever finds itself on the brink of destruction... ... You come on home. Nothing like that will ever happen. Not while you're around, anyway. Wow. Don't get sentimental on me. Farewell, Zazarg. Take care of this place. Iron Eater. Lenos! Happy Friday. Oh, it's not over. He's walking. He's walking out the north entrance. He's gonna get stuck. Where's he going? Odelia. Hey, look, it's those guys from Juno. Those are like... Well, that's not true, but it's a little true. Captain Zazarg! This be the Gold Musketeers? Probably. What's gotten you lot so riled up? There's a rumor going around that has the barracks in an uproar. What kind of rumor? Well, they're saying that you were discharged from service. Sorry, Captain. We should know better than to listen to the talk around the fountain. It was probably started by one of the other musketeer units, jealous of our victory in Palborough. I bet they're thrilled to be rid of me. Right! We'll have to head over there and teach them to make up stories. Wait, what? We'll have to head over and teach them to make up stories. Who said it was just a story? Yeah, more like a bad limerick. You'd think that... Wait, you're serious? No. No! You knew it was coming. These squabbling politicians won't have me to kick around anymore. You can't do this to us, Captain. What are we supposed to do without you? Give it a break, lads. I'm not your pappy. Didn't you go meet with Iron Eater? Does he have something to do with this? Wait, didn't you go meet with Iron Eater? Does he have something to do with this? I could have sworn I read that wrong. I probably read it wrong twice. When have I ever listened to Iron Eater? I'm doing this of my own free will. But so it's all final then? Yes, I'm putting Bastok behind me. But where will you go? Have you heard of the Silent Empire? The Near Eastern nation that ignored our cries for aid during the Great War? Wow. My grandpappy told me about that place. Well, that's where I'm going. But, Captain, there's talk of trouble brewing across the seas. That's why I'm headed there. There's sure to be normal citizens getting caught in the middle, and maybe I can save one or two of them from a fate they don't deserve. Sounds like your heart's set on it. I'd better get packing. Me too! Everybody psychs up. Idiots! Who's going to look after your families if you come trailing after me? And I want the city to still be standing when I come back to visit. Yes, Captain. Now that's more like the Gold Musketeer unit I'm proud to have served with. Be well, lads. Just turns around, walks off. Gold Musketeers start crying. Anybody catch Dentral's cameo in the back there? He didn't have any lines. Yeah, I didn't know he was in the Gold Musketeers. He never told me that. Nah, I want to start this Nizal Isle spam. You want to start the Nizal Isle spam. You do. Because it needs doing. You don't have to do it all at once, though. Maybe twice. And so the young Zazarg put the Republic of Bastok behind him. One moment, my good man. At the time, there was no mercenary ferry from Ahara to the port in Alzavi, and he probably swam. No, there wasn't. Hold on, I got the guy's voice wrong. No, there wasn't. There was no Salahim Sentinels either. Zazarg was recruited by one of the illegal scouting businesses that flourished back then. This black market operation arranged a nighttime airship flight to Aht Urhgan with Zazarg as its cargo. Why does that all sound so awfully familiar? That's how I got here. You had to like pay them a lot of money when they were just like bop you on the head. I think you know the method. I'm talking about Fari Wari. That's not how he said it. But hold on. It's Fari Wari, my good man. I'm surprised our famous general made it here alive. General Zazarg is carved from stone. From the stone he takes his name from. I've seen him bend swords with his bare fingers. And so this mighty Golka entered the country with relatively little difficulty. Then what happened? Well, for a time, he worked as a freelance mercenary and picked up the odd smuggling job on the side to pay his debt to the organization that helped him get here. What a tragic turn of events. One day, the captain of an elite military unit, the next, a simple mercenary, grubbling for coins. Kind of like Dragon Age 2, and how that one started. You have no idea. Back then, the Imperial Army treated mercenaries as little more than cannon fodder. They still do. Even I was guilty of an unconscious bias when it came to the hired swords in our company. But then, there came an event that would turn Zazarg's life around. Oh, and? Salihim Sentinels was founded. That's the big, life-changing event? How could that greedy president and her soul-devouring company help anyone? I can see why you'd think that, considering its current reputation. But Salihim Sentinels was established with Imperial authorization. Wait for the ambulance to drive by. He's driving by now? Yeah, it's gone. And President Naja's negotiations with the commanding officers did have a positive effect on mercenary treatment. Negotiations. And I suppose Zazarg joined the company? Yes. And from then on, not a day passed when the name of Zazarg wasn't spoken in relation to some great deed. He was renowned not only for his prowess in battle, but for leadership among his fellow mercenaries. But his true talent lay in his ability to predict an enemy's strategies and react swiftly to sudden shifts in battle. In time, even the officers from the Imperial Army were visiting Zazarg for advice in military matters. President Naja must have been delighted to have such a valuable employee. So delighted that she opened the Salihim Officer Academy and appointed Zazarg as its first principal. Principal Zazarg! That would be a popular school, I'm sure. I'm afraid not everyone in the Imperial Army was pleased with Zazarg's achievements. One day, a letter detailing his past in Bestolkan Musketeers somehow found its way to the palace. ... Whoosh! Happy Friday! It's Zazarg. He's on his knee. Rosfod. You remember Rosfod, don't you? Be at ease. You are Major Zazarg, the Salihim Sentinels. Major would put him above me, because I'm captain. Wow. Not bad. Sir. Word of your impressive deeds has reached us here at the palace. You are most kind. I wonder if you are aware of the rumors circulating around the ports? I apologize, Grand Vizier, but as a soldier, I spend little time listening to gossip. Then allow me to enlighten you. The rumors say you were once a member of the Bestolkan Gold Musketeers. A captain, no less. This is true, sir. Oh, you make no attempt to hide this fact? No, sir. I left the Musketeers some time ago, and now make my living as a simple mercenary. You retain no connections? None, sir. Still, this presents us with a dilemma. If the Empire were to go to war with Vostok, what would be your position? I would resign my post. I wish to shed the blood of my kinsmen as little as I wish to fight the Empire that took me in. A commendable answer. A soldier that would betray his own country cannot be trusted. But it appears you are of different stock. The Empire has need of commanders like you, Major Zazarg. Would you consider taking the position of general in our Imperial Army? Your talents are wasted as a sellsword. ... I accept, with one condition. Name it. I ask that you trust me as you would a native of Aht Urhgan. Naturally, I would never put you in charge of our elite troops if you weren't to be trusted completely. Show me your worth. Sir! That's it? Really? I mean, it's Zazarg. Come on. He's gotta, like... They can't do a cutscene with, like, 1,000 bad guys on the screen and he just beats them all up. So you know he could do that. And so Zazarg... Oh, hold on. Gotta get the squeaky voice. And so Zazarg found himself catapulted into the position of general. What a fantastic tale. Such a lucrative piece this shall be. Ah, inspirational, I mean. But the story is not done. Of course, he is general, but not yet a Serpent general. Please continue. Ah, there is still so much to tell, but I'm afraid I must return to my post. No! You are as cruel as Fair Beata, whatever that is. Do you know of the Imperial lay point found deep within the Wajwum woodlands? Yes, it is very well known, but by my attendant here, you can often find General Zazarg there during his off-duty hours. Does that mean he goes back? I've heard he searches for something he lost in the area. Perhaps you could try speaking with him in person. Oh, no. I've had my fill of speaking with generals in person. There is nothing to fear. Just mention you are a friend of Tal Hall. Good fortune. And he runs away. Sigh. ... Well, I suppose I have no choice. I must risk my loyal attendant once more. To the Wajwum woodlands with you. It's true. We gotta go find something. And you're like, what could we possibly be looking for? I wonder. Actually, I know what it is. But I don't want to do any spoilers. Because, you know, spoilers. But I'm going to give you a hint. I'm going to need Treasure Hunter. Well, I'm not going to need Treasure Hunter. Let's see. It just might make it go faster. There we go. Treasure Hunter. Wait. No, it's the wrong door. Oh, dang it. I was all ready for my grand exit. Actually, macros at the equipment set, special edit. So this is the headpiece that actually goes with the set. And I was thinking, yeah, use it. But then I started seeing what the Grand Vizier was wearing and thinking, you know, we can do better. Ta-da! See? Better. I don't know if it exactly matches. It probably doesn't, but, you know. Seems like it's always nighttime in this game. Okay, so all we're going to need probably is just a chocobo. So, Sakura! And we're going to go with abilities, we're going to do mount, go and grab our chocobo. Uh-oh. Our super slow half speed chocobo. Wow. It's like, I think I was running faster on foot. Well, I was probably running the same speed. Until I hit Flea. And then Flea was like, yeah, let's do it. That's going to be something I'm going to have to, like, push a little bit more closer to forward. Is, you know, building a faster bird. You just have to get some eggs, maybe. I don't know. They probably redid chocobo breeding, where it's, like, a lot easier now to, get a faster bird. Go for speed. Did that make them red? I'm trying to remember. It's like the green ones were good for digging, I think. Or were the blue ones good for digging? The blue ones were good for digging. Green had... I have no idea. I know the red and the black ones both have like stamina or something. Maybe it was strength. Duration? Could have been duration. I really don't know. It was just one of those, hey, everybody doing the chocobo thing all at the same time, every day. And then you get the yellow bird, and you're like, well, this is dumb. I don't do this anymore. Maybe that was just me. Probably just me. Bad kitty. No black tiger fan. That's not what I wanted. But, oh well. Let's see. Will they aggro? They might. Wow. Ran all the way from over there to aggro me. That's mildly impressive. Smack in the face. More kitties. Wow. I miss Haste Samba already. Hey, we got a Flame Geode. Yay, Flame Geodes. None of my weapons still make it work because I don't have a sword equipped. I wonder what kind of weapons are like me. Don't have a lot on Thief. Oh dear. Let's see. There's another one. I'm going to get you, little kitty. Maybe it has a better drop chance next to the ley line? Probably not. Yeah, I just need to equip a dagger that's got a plus treasure hunter on it. Probably be the way to do it. Unless... Alright. No more messing around. No! Not Chigo aggro! Not impossible to gauge Chigo aggro! It was gonna be one of those days. Abilities, job abilities, my steps. Looking for a step. Never find steps when you need them. Steps! Quick step! Quick step on it. That didn't work? Why didn't that work? Alright, that's fine. We'll just go ahead and, you know, go kill the thing. That one. And we'll put a Jugo Kukri. Yeah, you're in trouble, friend. I just need a little Haste Samba and we'll slice and dice you. Sambas, Haste Samba. Just in time for you to die. I was hoping I could step on it. That would have made things much better. Let's go back over here. Wardrobe number 2. Put that one on. We'll go and keep the gloves on because that's got Treasure Hunter plus 3 on it. Nobody over here. Did I get turned around? No. I know where I'm going. Let's go north. We're looking for kitties. I hope it's the kitty. If I've been fighting the wrong thing, that's going to be embarrassing. Obtain a thingy from a Wadrum Tiger in Wadrum Woodlands or Buffalo Thickets. You can also get it off the auction house. What are the odds that we could find an item that we need for a 2007 quest in 2018? Probably not very high. Big, giant plant people with bad breath. What do you think gives a big, giant tentacle monster that's plant-based bad breath? Probably bacteria. Probably. Let's see. Maps. I don't know if there's any tigers over here. I don't know if there's not any tigers over here. I always thought they had tigers in like these little canyons. Maybe they do, maybe they don't. See Colibri. More Chigos. But you don't get a title for killing that Chigo, do you? That'd be silly. Nope. Alright, this is where we're going to be coming to later. I was hoping that maybe there might be a tiger. That was wrong. What would a kitty be doing with a tiger? Big giant scratching post chasing me. Should be on the tiger. Actually, no. And we can also go to Buffalo Thickets. There may be more tigers up there. Could just be, I don't know what I'm doing. Here's one! Finally. Hello, kitty. I'm going to, let's do this real fast here. Don't make it awkward. It's making it awkward, isn't he? Bye-bye! Nope, even got the Hey Samba going. It wasn't very effective. I was gonna check one thing real quick here. There's a possibility maybe I already have one. Always happens, right? Item search. Alright, that is what I'm looking for, isn't it? Just set! Happy Friday! You've caught us hunting kitties. Somebody wake up the kitty. Sneak, sneak, sneak. Suppose it's not something you can steal off them. Yeah, that would just be odd. Hey, we got a Beastman seal. I know how to make this work faster. We're gonna go over here to Records of Eminence. We're gonna do quests. We're gonna get objective list, region. Scrolling down. Aht Urhgan, Squadron Woodlands. And as soon as we get one kill away from finishing, we're gonna get our drop. That's how it works. I don't know why it works that way, just the way it works. TH. See if we can get a sneak attack on. Sneak attack is on. And trick attack is also on. Don't move. You moved. You hate when they do that. Lightning crystals. Maybe I need like trust NPCs with better treasure hunter. Maybe I need Lano's out here. He's got better treasure hunter. I seriously don't have it. Alright. So we're hopping back on our bird. Should be more tigers to the south. Maybe not. Oh, 2 tigers. Why you run away? Here, I'll save this one for the next one. Oh no, now I've aggroed everything. We're gonna be here a little while. I knew I should have brought Shantoto. A rusty metal? That's exactly what we were looking for. Ability, weapon skill, Aeolin Edge. What, they all didn't die? Oh, jeez. Knew I should have done this on Paladin. Beastmaster. How many bad guys can I link? All of them. We're gonna get you, baby sapling. And your big brother, too. Nobody harms Sakura. Whoa. That was a little bit odd. How about a little baby choke? How the little baby chocobo chick is cheering me on. Billy. Weapon skill. Extenderator for the win! Just because it's more flashy that way. That's the only reason. Alright. So, take the rusty metal. May also be purchased. Trade it to the thingy in the place for the final cutscene. Ah! Alright. So we're going back. The way we came. On a different mount. Here I was hoping that my sinus troubles would be more cleared up. And they are mostly more cleared up. You just still get, you know, some junk in the back of my throat. Not coughing nearly as much as I was on Monday and Tuesday. That's a good thing. Looking forward to the weekend. This is going to be the first weekend I've had that I might even have enough energy to clean this place up a little. It's disgusting. You would not believe how much better the kitchen looks after I straightened it up last night. It's like, this isn't my kitchen. This is somebody else's. Alright, so we're going over here. We're going to just go ahead and dismount. And this kind of looks like that thing from the Thor movie, doesn't it? Maybe? Probably. Yeah. I wonder if they will ever shut the servers down for this game. Yeah, I hope not. I usually come back for a few months every summer. Awesome. Happy Friday, Disillusion 187. Nothing lasts forever. It would be nice that, you know, it'd be nice if they kept it turned on forever and ever and ever, because it is a titled Final Fantasy game. And who knows, maybe that's why they're doing the mobile game, but I kind of think that the mobile version of Final Fantasy XI will disappear before this version does. But eventually, yeah, all of us that remember the game, still play the game, even come back once every couple of years, will eventually grow old and die. Nobody will be willing to give something like this a try unless, I don't know, private servers. Yeah, there will always be the private servers. Yeah, such an amazing game, same here. Not really too excited for the mobile version. I don't know, the mobile version, like, you know, slash fish while sitting on the John. I mean, that's going to be like the bestest thing ever. Well, maybe not the bestest thing. Be comfy, though. Alright, so I'm looking for a rusty metal. You can actually wear the... No, you can't wear the rusty metal. It's just rare. An old Republican iron medal. The inscription on the back reads 863 CE. Zarkabard. A date that probably means something. Cutscene time. Maybe. Did I mess it up? Nope, just loading. And this... I don't think this is going to be the long cutscene. That's going to be later in the evening. See if we can do a deeper voice for Zazarg. Not that Cynical is going to be doing any talking. What brings you out here? Tahal said I would give you an interview. Gave him permission to speak for my free time. Sorry, but it'll have to wait. I'll find that damn trinket if it kills me. Wait a minute. What have you got there? Isn't that my old medal? Let me see that. I can't believe it. Where did you find it? It's like wrapped around a kitty cat's neck. But what do you know? Just looking at this thing takes me back. Oh no, he's gonna do it, Dad. Since you came all the way out here, you might as well stick around and listen to me reminisce. You want to hear what happened after I became a general? I was supposed to have been put in charge of an elite unit. Well, those troops turned out to be green conscripts from the Empire's worst backwaters. Most of them were violent types that were drafted into the army in place of serving a jail sentence. I guess I was given the bad apples that nobody else wanted to deal with. But you know, After facing death half 100 times together, those boys and girls started to act like a real unit. In 6 months, they transformed into real soldiers and you could trust to watch your back in a scrap. Of course, I'd been subjecting them to special brand of instruction the entire time. That was about when it happened. ... If they did a full remake of all 75 content, it could bring a huge crowd back. Like classic WoW. I don't know. I just don't know. Because, you know, World of Warcraft was hugely successful. Final Fantasy XI was successful. Very much so. I mean, it was profitable. It still remains profitable. They don't have to go to a free-to-play model. Just the amount of money it would take to pump into this game to, you know, make it pretty. Or even make it modernized. On a, what do you call it? Subscription model? I think it would take them a very long time to get their numbers back, but who knows? Probably what would be easier and more likely to happen, this is just me thinking out my butt, they could probably have an event for like level 75 stuff where you're doing the event at level 75 and they can make the rewards old level 75 stuff except upgraded to like the 119. Like, say, a level 119 Kraken Club. That might, I don't know, that might be doable, but you know how players are about level syncing and level cap stuff. Not terribly popular, but it might be worth it, Especially if it was just like, you know, 1 month only. Where put this down. Alright. Wamad says, well, if it isn't General Zazarg, how goes the patrol? Greetings, Wamad. How's the shoulder healing up? I don't think they like each other. Very well, thanks to the ointment you suggested. Okay, maybe they do. Here, look at this. That's good to see. But make sure you take it easy, old-timer. Your granddaughter will have my head on a pike. Oh, I'm still a spring chicken compared to you, General Zazarg. I'll give you that one. Comes a guy with a mop top for a hairstyle. General Zazarg! What is it? Some foreign sailors that beached their ship on Imperial soil just a while ago are causing a commotion down at the port. Foreign sailors? What am I? Immigration control? Tell them to round up the troublemakers and send them off to the Immortals. It's just that these troublemakers are calling for you by name. For me? Marines from the Maelstrom Company are dealing with them right now, but I thought it best if you were informed. I see. Thank you, soldier. I guess I better go see what this is all about. Take things slowly, Wamad. It's gonna be his old crew. Yep, see? I'm telling you! We're just bestalking fishermen in full armor that were caught up in a storm. Do fishermen from a stock usually dress in full plate armor? You must have some nasty sea life over there. If you could just tell Zazarg that we're here, he'll clear everything up. He's a distant relative of mine. Oh, I just have nothing to add to that. This is the... I don't even know if they have a line of quest, if this has a title. I call it the Serpent General quest. It starts with Rook de Jean, and then goes on through each of the individual generals, and then finishes off the last one. And as you complete each general, you should be able to get that general's cipher for their trust NPC. I kind of want to get Odilion's cipher for a trust NPC just so I could point and laugh at him every now and then. Oh, if you could just tell Zazarg that we're here, he'll clear everything up. He's a distant relative of mine. You do know that General Zarg is a Gulka. This is like print screen material. I said distant! Triple exclamation points. Lads! Cousin Zazarg! You look well, sir! What are you boys doing here? Do you know this riffraff general? I'll vouch for them. Yes. Then I'll release them to your custody. ... I would advise keeping this quiet from the immortals. You know how they get. I'll keep that in mind. Now, what's cutting into you lot? Ever since you left, the Gold Musketeers have slowly been strangled with rules and discipline. Those of us who were under your command are being weeded out. When we heard rumors that you'd been made a general here, we had to come and see it for ourselves. Captain, we want to take orders from you again. We'll show this country what a real squad of soldiers can do. You know... ... I seem to recall asking you lads to take care of his stock while he was gone. Yeah, you did say something along those lines. Go home. I don't want to see your ugly mugs here again. Captain! This game has its moments. And this guy's name is Halshab, or something like that. So, what's the big deal with this crew? They claim to be fishermen, but everyone with eyes can see they are just stalking spies. From an inner circle of government, I would guess. Explain yourself. Explain yourself is what it said, not yourself. Apparently this guy's got an accent. It's obvious that General Zazarg is acquainted with those men. Well, isn't that interesting? Sir, I would also conjecture that this meeting was planned to take place in a less public place. Stroke of luck that we found them first. Let's wrap this up before the immortals get a whiff of the action. Sir. Yes, sir. I can't wait to see that great O squealing like a pig. Politics. Go on. Get out of here. Do you mean to abandon your families? But, Captain! General Zazarg. What is it? Can't you see I'm busy? We have some questions for you. Would you accompany me, please? General Zazarg, is anything wrong? The port is under our jurisdiction. This is none of your affair. It becomes our affair when you try to arrest our commanding officer. Did you think we'd just stand by and let you take him away? You'll be arrested for aiding a suspected criminal. Is that right? We'll see how much arresting you can do when looking for your teeth on the cobblestones. Knock it off. ... Al-Zabi is under attack. Yay! It's besieged. The Mamulja savages have breached the Balron defense line. They are advancing on the imperial capital. Martial law has been declared in Al-Zabi. Repeating, martial law has been declared in Al-Zabi. I still have no idea if that's how you pronounce that town. Damn it, not now. Guess we'll have to have that chat another time, hey? Maybe you should be heading back to your base? This isn't over. Listen up. The lizard men are headed for the west gate. We must blunt the initial assault. Prepare their defenses. Sir. Yes, sir. What about us? Ah, you lads. Come with me then. Sir! Just threw a few tars at it. General Zazarg, I've been looking for you. ... Actually, you boys better stay here until I call for you. Sir. Poor things. They were like so close to getting some action, and then I just like, nope, never mind. Ta-da! It's these guys. They like to jump up and down. Ooh, they even brought their boss. I guess they didn't subtitle what they had to say. What do you make of it? It looks like a diversionary tactic, just as you suspected. The force at the West Gate is doing its best to keep our attention. I would guess that the main thrust of their army is headed towards the signal tower, or the rear gate. Triple exclamation point! The southern gate? It's still under repairs after some cur tried to burn it down. We must send reinforcements immediately. Send, not stand. We have no troops in reserve. Even the mercenaries have been deployed. Wait! Where are you going? I can handle a few lizardmen. You just worry about overseeing the battle here, General Urhgan. Captain! Oh god. Can they not listen to orders? What the? Exclamation point. We didn't come all this way to watch you get yourself killed. We're with you. You stubborn. Ah, hell with it. Let's teach those beastmen to fear the Gold Musketeers. Sir! Yes, sir! They're like, do we have to jump down too? You know, if any of us tried that move and, you know, landed with the split, we wouldn't be getting up. That's how much of a... That's how awesome this guy is. It's like him and Jean-Claude Van Damme. That's the level of Zazarg. Charge! Of course, we couldn't watch the fight. That would be too epic. Oh, meanwhile, back in the... Was this the pit? The Colosseum? I don't remember. First, allow me to extend our gratitude. Your defense of the Southern Gate against overwhelming odds was nothing less than miraculous. Her Magnificence also expressed her appreciation. However, I regret to inform you that I have other reasons for calling you here. General, you stated to me that you had left the Gold Musketeers and retained no ties with your former compatriots. That is correct, sir. Then how do you explain these warriors behind you? The General has no idea we were coming. I'm sure there are perfectly valid excuses for your presence. I hear these men played a vital role in repelling the invaders. They appear to be competent and trustworthy soldiers. However, I cannot ignore military law. It would send the wrong message to our soldiers. Do you understand? Dense location is a lie. Sir, your punishment will be meted out presently. The troops hold you in high esteem. However, there are many high-ranking officers that follow your actions with suspicion. ... If I may, Grand Vizier, speak. I am an outsider in the Imperial Army, and I can never repay the generosity of Her Magnificence. I am also formerly a proud member of the Gold Musketeers, an organization that strictly enforces military discipline. I willingly accept any punishment I am due. Captain! However, it is said that these men deserted their unit and attempted to enter the Empire illegally. The Gold Musketeers pledged their bodies and souls in the defense of their nation and its people. These irresponsible curs could never be the men I trained. These irresponsible curs could never be the men I trained in the Gold Musketeers. They are not worthy of the name. Wow. Next. ... Then you submit that these men are nothing more than simple fishermen. Sir. ... He ain't getting up. If necessary, I'll thrash them to within an inch of their lives and throw them back into the ocean myself. Captain! How could you? Silence! Dot, dot, dot. Well, we can hardly hold you responsible for the actions of some wayward fishermen. And we cannot forget that they were instrumental in protecting the capital from invasion. Dot, dot, dot. General Urhgan, I leave matters in your capable hands. Sir, the Empire thanks you for your courage. Sir. Cowboy diplomacy. We never meant to cause so much trouble. Poor Joaquin. His jaw is probably broken in 17 different spots. Everything turned out for the best. If it wasn't for you boys, I'd probably be stuffed and served in a Mamulja banquet by now. Sir, take care of yourself, Captain. Same goes for you. Oh, doesn't want to leave. There's something else. Why'd you hit me? What? The fool here giving you a bellyache? The food here giving you a bellyache. This is yours. A Republican iron medal. I received this when I was still in the Bestalkin regulars. How did you? Let's just say a friend of yours was holding on to it. Friend of mine? Speak clearly, man. We were told not to say anything. But that ship we came here in, it was actually organized by Iron Eater. Exclamation point. If you were miserable here, we were supposed to throw you in the boat. Bring you home. What? And if you wanted to stay, but things were tough, we were told to show you the medal that cheer you up. This is unfortunately not the Burt Gang quest line. Not yet. Zargo's ... Do I look like I need babysitting? You tell Iron Eater this. This nation has need of my fist. But if he ever deprives Bestalk of its finest soldiers ever again, I'll bring my fist back and knock some sense into him. Good to see this place hasn't changed you, sir. Are the passengers ready? They are about to experience the height of teleportation excellence. Oh no. Wait, is this the free Taru Taru? Or is this the one that you have to trade the silver coin to? I think this is the one that you have to trade the coin to, just based off their location. So, you might actually send them to the right place. I am delighted to offer my superlative spellcraft in service to the great General Zazarg. Be well, lads. Farewell. That's kind of cool. I should try that sometime. In the meeting warped. Do a salute. May your fist never slow, Captain. Look how they're playing the best stock music. I think he just picked the prettiest boy out of the bunch. And that's how he picked which one to punch. There you go. So, the Sauce Bro, 25, happy Friday. I always want to say Azjuk for some reason, but AZCJ5. Happy Friday. This is basically like a side quest for the Serpent Generals, where you get to learn a little bit of history about them, how they rose up through the ranks, and why everybody respects them so much. Completing it is, if you complete the entire chain, you get a item that you can use for a fight. We'll get to that a little later. But you also get, after you complete each individual general's quest, you also get their cipher, if you don't already have it. And that's like a real wanting. Still wanting to replay this, but not wanting to. Yeah, it's a fun tightrope. It's like, I really want to play this until you start playing it. It's like, wow. This isn't what I remember. But, still pretty cool. We're having a terrible time trying to suppress the rumors. I apologize. The command staff can barely keep up with the mountain of inquiries and thank you letters regarding the efforts of those plate-armored fishermen. Just laughing. There's no deadening your spirits, is there? But those rumors will make it difficult for you to continue as an enlisted general. Really? I hadn't paid much attention to them myself. General Zazarg, I've been thinking. From my observations, these beastmen attacks on the capital will only increase in frequency. I agree. Those lizardmen were in a frenzy to get inside the walls. Exactly. In actual fact, I am in the process of gathering a corps of talented generals at the behest of the Empress. Our prime objective will be the defense of the astral candescence, the capital and its people, and the Empress herself. I like how he gets down on one knee. I could use your mighty fist and keen strategic mind. What say you? Oh, hello. General Urhgan. Are you sure you want a foreign general in your little band? What concerns me is your heart, not your nationality. You have shown amazing compassion for both our citizens and our troops. Well, if you think you could use an old-fashioned soldier like me, my fists are yours. Rock band, right? We're getting the band back together. You know Zazarg would play drums, right? He's got to play the drums. And that's how it all turned out. But listen to me prattle on like an old woman. You see what I mean, don't you? That medal is a symbol of my connection with Bastok. Even if it's a little rusty. And this is a place where I first arrived in Aht Urhgan. The beginning of my new life, I guess you could say. There I go again, babbling like a rookie back from his first battle. Come to think of it, you're awful patient for a mercenary. I bet you can't wait to jump back into the thick of things. Likes to laugh. Ta-da! Quest completed. Alright, so let's see if we can get ourselves a thingy. Alright, speak with Fariwari after completing the quest to learn to trust Zazarg. This requires trust Bastok, blah blah blah. Zazarg makes a reference to your membership in the 7 Corps. You have completed the quest of fighting for. Ah! Cool. Alright. I saw Mr. Happy had a video of getting back into this. Oh? I think he's one of the ones that can't give up on the game. Just like everybody else. There's a YouTube showed it to me. I haven't clicked on it yet. I haven't had the time, but I'll probably have time tomorrow. I'm like farming lithium or something. I'll give it a once over. See if you missed anything. Going the wrong way. This way! Come on, Sakura. Was kind of hoping that maybe when the cutscene was over we'd be back in Aht Urhgan, but alas. Doesn't work out that way. Alright, so we can go up here. There we go. This is how I get turned around so easily. I wonder if Hydra's up. Let's scan. Don't see him. It's Friday night. What are the odds that Hydra would be up on a Friday? Quetzalcoatl? Probably 50-50. Which reminds me, we haven't done this tonight. Search. Area. All areas. 393 players online. Oh my goodness. On a Friday night. That's like almost about 100 more players than usual. I wonder what the special occasion is. Friday night. Nobody has to work tomorrow. I'm staying up all night. Fishing. Actually, I've done that before. There's one time. No, this is Quetzalcoatl. That's where it probably has like a 1 or a 2 in front of that number. Maybe just a 1. Maybe a 2. I don't know. What's the population like on Asura nowadays? Is it still quadruple digits? I'm sure it's still quadruple digits. 10 o'clock. Wow. So, we're gonna go get the trust. And then I'll be happy, because my little Golka army of trust NPCs will be complete. That'll be fun. I have the game with my Steam card. Congrats! Only times I stayed all night was hunting notorious monsters and hyper notorious monsters. I remember one time, I think I started fishing probably like around 6 in the morning, maybe moat carps. And this was after they instilled the limit. You could only fish up about 200 a day. It would reset at what do you call it? Japanese midnight. I guess Tokyo midnight would be a better description of that. And I hit my limit just as the was switching over from midnight, or from say Friday to Saturday in Japan or whatever. So I was able to continue fishing for like 200 more moat carps, and so I got like 400 moat carps, and it took like about 4 hours ish. I feel like it took longer than that. Probably took longer than that. And yeah, turned them all in. I was gonna grab the airship to Juneau. Had to wait, so I'm in Sandy waiting for the airship. Get up my rod, because, you know, that's what you do when you wait for the airship. You do some fishing, make a little money. Except fishing fatigue had kicked in at this point. And I couldn't fish. I was like, what? I'm just supposed to stand here? Wait for the bus? Like, that's lame. Very, very lame. Hi, Miss Kitty. I have a keyboard in the way. Let me move that for you. Everybody say hi to Dee. We are entering Aht Urhgan White Gate. A lot of times we stayed up all night doing stuff that we shouldn't have been doing. The XP parties. The good XP parties. Nobody wanted them to end. And it's like, even the White Mage is like, I really should go to bed, but very rarely do we find DPS that doesn't suck. I'm like, really? Very rarely do we find a White Mage. Period. Don't chew on me, Miss Kitty. She's all like, move your arm. I want to put my head there. You know, cats. Run over this way, run over that way. Everybody remembers this way. Well, maybe. This was where you got teleported in. If you were using any of the 3 Nation teleports back in the good old days, you like pop up over here. You're like, yay! You think it'd be like maybe closer to the center of town, but the lag back in the days when this was the main hub, that was something else. Ah, good old days. Alright, we're going over here and talk to Mr. Furry. See if he gives us something. Probably be another cutscene. Probably be another cutscene. Ah, look! Another minion. Back for more. The Stone Serpent General was looking for another assistant. You know how things can get over in Wadrum Woodlands. Speak of the... Here he is! Uh-oh. He's gonna punt you. I know that look. Oh, it isn't Cyndaquil. How are you living these days? I know you've done a lot for me, but I'm finding myself in need of your help again. Well, not me. My alter ego. But you're wondering why I know so much about the Trust Initiative. Once a serpent, always a serpent. And besides, I heard the whole deal from Gadalar and... Mihi. I don't know how to say that. Millie. We'll call her that. What's more, I can't help but worry about those gold musketeers from Bastock. Don't get me wrong. I'm not about to leave defense of the front lines to outsiders. But you've made quite a name for yourself. Traveling to the four corners of Enadil. Surely you understand my predicament. With my alter ego, I can fight by your side without ever leaving my post. Together, we can make miracles happen. What do you say? Attempt the ritual? Yeah, sure. I get the feeling this will be a day to remember. But first, we've got barriers to overcome. What was it we needed? Friendship. Trust. Yeah, that's right. Trust isn't something you build up overnight. And if you're not careful, it can be snuffed out like a candle in a winter storm. That reminds me, there's something I've always wondered about you. Namely, why is it I have the feeling I fought with you in the Great War a score of years ago? I know it doesn't make a lick of sense. My memory must be what it used to. My memory mustn't be what it used to. There was this runt just like you back in the 7th cohort. Just thinking about how much you remind me of her makes me dizzy. It can only mean one thing. We were destined to fight at each other's side. Wait, there's something well up inside me. What is it? Bum, 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 ba-dum. That come like a red lungo and a purple option 4. Oh, that's been right. Oh no! Oh no! I was hoping he'd land on the Taru. Yeah! Ha! I'll finish the cutscene and then I'll get caught up on the chat. Sorry. Hope I'm not late for the party. What? Why is it always me? Been something special in commemoration of this one. Let my legend be told, not only in Aht Urhgan, but in the Middle Lands and beyond. Doesn't matter if they're as strong as mithril or flimsy as paper. If they get in your way, we'll paint the town red with their blood. We learn to trust Zazarg. Yay! Alright, so... Held message for reason. Profanity. Allow posting to chat? Yeah, I got the profanity filters up at max. Sorry, guys. Alright. 2 guys were waiting for the bus, and one said to the other, "How are you not pissed? The bus is 30 minutes late. Years of preparing and trying to group for Dynamis has made my patience impossible to gauge." There was times when the missus and I were playing World of Warcraft. Back in the day. This is, shoot, Vanilla and Burning Crusade even. And stuff was running late. And guys were like, "Sorry, this is taking longer than it was supposed to. I understand if you know, getting bored and gotta go." And we're like, "Dude, we played FF11. This is nothing. This is like 3 minutes of wait. You should try 3 days." Jerema! Happy Friday! The game isn't as bad anymore. I mean, trust NPCs, they're great. They're a tool. They help you get from level 1 to level 99 a lot faster, so you can actually group up with everybody that's doing the level 99 stuff. I don't believe they're supposed to be used at endgame. You can use them at endgame. I use them at endgame, but that's only because I don't consider myself ready for primetime endgame yet. I don't know if I'll ever will be, but I have a plan. What about skill up parties and Matt and yeah? What about it? Skill ups. You can do skill ups the old-fashioned way. Like, you want to skill up your hand-to-hand? Go find something to punch. It's fine. They let you even get skill ups now, I think, on Easy Prey. Pretty much. Yeah, I've gotten skill ups on Easy Prey. And if you don't want to do it that way, you can also purchase training manuals that will give you anywhere between 0.1 to 0.5 skill up every time that you use it. And they stack into like 12 or 99. I think it stacks to 12. And you can get levels very quickly this way. Nothing wrong with that. And then they also got those same books for like magic skill ups. You want to do your elemental, you want to do your feebling, you know. It's all easier. Matt is even easier. They've got a couple key items from the Rhapsodies of Vana'diel quest where I believe you can even use your trust NPCs in the Matt fight. And I think you're allowed 3 attempts with the same, what do you call it, testimony. So don't quote me on that. This is just what I've overheard. I've never had to look that up yet, but I've always fought them the old-fashioned way. By the way, yeah. Remember leveling Summoner and summoning magic? Summoning magic, yeah, because that's how we say. Summoning magic in the good old days, trying to level up, you were basically party healer with a lot of MP. Very rarely did you actually even get to use any summoning magic, but... Alright, so that was Fist of the People. That's completed. Soothing Waters is going to be the next one. I wonder if I have to wait a day. I may not. Be nice if I don't have to. Let's find out. Worry. But before you start from scratch, before you go ahead and plug in your credit card information, and I know this is probably the worst day to tell you because the offices are closed until Monday, call Square Enix customer support. Tell them that, I mean, if you don't have your login credentials anymore, if you don't have access to your account anymore, just call them up and say, hey, this was my character name on this server. Is there anything you can do to help me, get reunited? And I have been told they're very easy to deal with now. Everybody who remembers Square Enix customer support back in the good old days? No. I even had to call them once. They were inclined not to do anything for you whatsoever, except hang up so they could go back to surfing the web and watching their whatever. But yeah, give them a call. I mean, if they can help, awesome. You'll have that much of a head start already. You can still have a lot to relearn because they've changed so much of the game. And there are some pluses to starting a new character without anything from scratch, but all you really need to know is under quest, the objective list, start with the tutorial, start with the basics, just go one at a time. And it'll teach you everything that you need. It'll give you a pretty decent starting set. It'll be alright. It'll take care of you all the way up to level 99. Yeah. Try it for a month. Just a month. One subscription fee. That's all you need. Play it for a month. See how much you enjoy it. See how much fun you have. If you're still having fun at the end of the month... Actually, no. Let me rephrase it. If you're not having fun at the end of the month, cancel it. Just go back to play online. Tell them, cancel subscription. You don't have to delete anything. You just won't be able to log in, which is fine. You can still reminisce and, anytime you want, come on back. But if you are still having fun at the end of the month, keep playing. Keep having fun. Until you're not having fun anymore. Don't play this game if you're not having fun. That's called burnout. Yeah. Come here and stalk you. Oh, that's alright. I'm not afraid of the stalkers. Unless they come knocking at my door. Don't come knocking at my door. And someone's going to use one of those little Twitch emote thingies that's going to do the knock, knock, knock. Let's see here. Actually, let's just go talk to Pariwari and see what he says. Alright, go straight to the next cutscene. My resourceful attendant, I have breathlessly awaited your return. You must tell me all that you have learned. Dot dot dot. The Gale Serpent General and the Stone Serpent General. I knew it all along. My minstrel's instinct could sense a plot dripping with friendships and falling outs. Anger and passion. Well, perhaps not all of those, but certainly more drama than our dear Miyata suspected. I'll change Quetzalcoatl and follow you right. That would be so boring. Y'all know that for fun in the game when I'm not streaming, I'm basically just standing next to a body of water and fishing, right? This is the only time I ever do anything in game is while streaming. Ask Lenos. He's like, that man will stand there for hours and be like, he's AFK. Like, you're AFK, right? I'm like, no. What's up? He's like, what are you doing? And I'm like, well, I'm doing laundry, doing this, watching stuff on YouTube. What are you up to? No, I was just, making money. Or what was Lenos been up to? He's not doing Alexandrite anymore. Congratulations, Lenos. We all do that. I see. Yes, I see. It's taking shape before me. I see the birth of a truly ageless masterpiece. You have shown your worth yet again, my astute attendant. Here is your attendance fee. A pittance, you say? You were just witness to an historical, never-to-be-repeated moment of grand inspiration. Some might say, I should be charging you. Now, I must put quill to parchment, forthwith. Oh, and Cinequill, do not stray too far for too long. I foresee the day when I shall have need of your talents once again. It would have been nice if the localization team had somehow been able to done that in iambic pentameter. Just saying. Lu Shang's Rod. You definitely need to get one. You should actually get 2. Maybe even 3. There's a goblin with the box. You can, like, click a particular dial, use some points every day, and he'll give you something random. I've gotten a broken Lu Shang's Rod from him before. Had it repaired, and now I have myself a fully restored Lu Shang's Rod. I haven't finished the 10,000 Moat Cart quest on Cinequill yet. Did it on Dent, but yeah. Like I'm fishing on a boat while waiting for pirate. The pirates still haven't shown up yet? That's not right. While working online training course for work. The mobile version is stuck in the ether. I don't know. They're probably just... I don't know. You would think they'd be able to crank it out. Unless they're trying to figure out a way to get all the cutscenes in there. Unless they're doing voice acting, that'll slow it down. Voice acting on a mobile game though? On a mobile MMO? Suppose it's possible. Alright, so next one called Soothing Waters. It's the next game day, so maybe we can just go ahead and start? Maybe not. One way to find out. Things are looking grim, Master Fariwari. You do realize you are an entire week late with your repayment. Oh, I'll have it ready. If you come by tomorrow, yes, the adulation of my audience tonight will provide the funds I require to pay you back in full. You're not getting rid of us that easily, Pint Size. We're under orders to get that money today. Now, are you going to pay up? Or are we going to mess you up? Well, of course I intend to pay. My career as a bard depends on my stainless reputation. I'm true to my word, as words are all I have. Master Fariwari, we are not children to be distracted by flowery speech. If we return empty-handed, our employer will not be pleased. Do you see our predicament? Let's see here. Oh, I have some chocolates in my satchel. Perhaps you might accept one in good faith? Wow. Let's see here. Isn't this the logo of that ludicrously expensive club, Marrow's? Ah, you see, I found that chocolate on the street in Balron Way. Huh? Are you trying to feed us trash you picked up off the street? No, of course not. I would never. Please, if you could allow this transgression to pass today, I will be able to pay you back in the form of earmarks? I don't know. Damn straight we'll take your ears. You'll be lucky if that's the only body part we chop off. I believe Master Fariwari is referring to the earring, the particular bauble in one of Kashma's works. Is it, if I'm not mistaken? Yes. You have quite the eye for jewelry. The ladies really gasp and swoon when you walk into the club wearing one of triple exclamation point. Messed up. I mean, this is an heirloom passed down from my dear old grandma. I'm sorry, I don't think I could part with it. To be honest, I think you'll be surprised what you could part with if we yank it hard enough. Yeah! Oh, my prayers are answered. Great Walra and merciful Zahak, it's Lady Cyndaquil. You're looking for triple cream puff? because we giving it out for free. Oh no, they called me cream puff. Oh. Sorry. Please, allow me to explain. It may seem unlikely, but this unassuming lass is actually my exceedingly wealthy patron. Is that right? So, you're telling me this scruffy-looking patron of yours is going to pay off all your debts? Yes! Panic motion. She doesn't look too sure of that form. She doesn't look too sure of that from where I'm standing. I'm getting tired of your squirming, shark bait. For the love of literature, save me, Lady Cyndaquil. Very well. In light of recent developments, I've decided to grant you a period of grace. What in blazes? Are you going soft on me? If you'll excuse us for a moment. I'm gonna smack him. Should smack him. Doesn't this Lady Cyndaquil look at all familiar to you? If the rumors are true, she's really the one who conversed with the Serpent Generals and procured the intimate details for Master Fariwari's epic poems. It wasn't the big-mouthed bard? You wouldn't know it listening to the spineless slug tell the tale. You're missing the point. If Lady Cyndaquil is acquainted with the Serpent Generals, we must be able to squeeze a far larger purse than the one belonging to our merry minstrel. I don't get it. The generals are linchpin in the defense of the city, a highly respectable position. I'm sure they would go to any lengths to prevent a money-lending scandal in their immediate circle of colleagues from reaching the general public. So you're saying we could lean on them for hush money? I'm saying that if we do this right, we could be dipping our paws into the palace treasury itself. A risky venture, to be sure. The chance of a lifetime. I like the sound of that. I'm in. Excuse me. After talking it over with my partner, I've agreed to let you off the hook. For now. We are in the business of making profits, Master Fariwari. Removing vital portions of your anatomy does little to fill our purses. I expect the entire sum of 200 gold coins to be waiting for us the next time we come calling. Yes, of course. A mere pinprick of the fantastic fortune of my prosperous patron. Isn't that right, Lady Cyndaquil? Keep yapping, you little... Aho! I trust we won't be disappointed then. Until next we meet. I like how they're all dressed up in disguise. But yeah. Known as Cream Puff. I wonder if that character, if that avatar name's been taken. Cream Puff. That'd be like the perfect Gulka name. I don't know if it'd be the perfect Gulka name. It'd be an awesome Gulka name. Pretty sure Lynn will start calling you that from now on. Phew. Yes, I see the disapproval on your face. If you could write up a list of grievances, I'll add them to the pile. But there is no time for such trivialities. Your continued well-being and my poor ears, and Walron knows what other bodily appendages, are at stake here. Ah, the acquisition of sorted coin. There must be money to be found somewhere. In your bank, for instance? No? You think I should attempt to pen another chapter in the Serpent General saga? Oh, no. I am an artistic covering the same tired old theme rails against my creative nature. I am an artiste covering the same tired old theme rails against my creative nature. No, my works must be innovative, fantastic, inspiring. How can I explain this? It would be verse that grips. It should be the verse that grips the readers in inescapable coils of anticipation and excitement. So many consonants. I'm getting something? Yes. I have it. I shall compose a chilling tale that keeps my readers on the edge of their seats from the first syllable to the last. A suspense poem thriller. What say you, my faithful attendant? Do you not agree that this will be the next craze to capture the hearts of the citizenry? Oh, absolutely. Can I say no? I should say no. I won't use that cutscene again. Oh, absolutely. Yes, absolute madness of the masses. You know, something I'm so brilliant. Sometimes I'm so brilliant, I even scare myself. Triple question marks. I couldn't help overhearing your conversation, Mr. Fariwari. Perhaps I can be of some service. You have a sack of coins under the counter for just such an emergency? Wonderful! Sling it over, my good man. No. I was talking about the new poem. If it's suspense and thrills you're looking for, I might have the very tale to base it on. Oh-ho! Fariwari the eloquent, and never egotistical, is always open to suggestions. So, what juicy rumors does the master of the tea house keep under his apron? I will be more than happy to appropriate and elaborate in the name of art. Well, then... Did you hear about the Pamama murders? Pamama murders. Pamamas? As in the yellow curved fruit? My dear fellow, please tell me you aren't about to explain a series of unfortunate slippings on Pamama peels. Ah, so you don't know. It was the talk of the town for a short while, before the immortals declared the reports false and ruthlessly quashed the stories. It all happened about 2 years ago. A series of incidents began, where every night an important imperial official or officer was assassinated. Matters became so serious that a mighty curfew, Matters became so serious that a nightly curfew was imposed on the capital. Aha! That explains my inability to locate any charming young ladies or to woo during this stretch of time. I'm sorry? Ahem. Nothing at all! Please, do continue with your tale. They were truly bizarre cases. All of the victims were wealthy and had expensive taste, but nothing was ever taken. And then there was a single common factor in all of the murders. A common factor. Without fail, the victim's face was covered with a carefully splayed pamama peel, like a large yellow flower in full bloom. Surely you jest. I don't know if I can do a snort. I mean, I can, I just don't think I want to do a snort. It was no laughing matter. The murderer was never caught, and the case was officially shut down. It remains a mystery until this day. Might it have been some Far Eastern ninja spy, a Lamia hitwoman? The story reeks of untapped potential. I had hoped as much. As it happens, the detective originally assigned to the case by the Imperial Palace is one of my regulars. Shall I introduce you? Do moneylenders like to break kneecaps? I would be overjoyed to meet this detective. I should frame an autograph for your store to express my gratitude. It's really no trouble. After all, your fans are the reason my tea house is doing so well. The detective is a Hume by the name of Unhim. I said that right. Unhim. Probably Unhim. Well, to be precise, he is no longer a detective. After the failed case, he enlisted in the Imperial Army and now serves as a guard on Balron Way. My eternal thanks. Once my suspense poem thriller has sold into millions, I shall be delighted to compose a jingle for your store at a discounted rate. Everyone try the Soul Tack, so creamy and sweet. Share a Aht Tea House, where the Fariwari comes to eat. No. You've already done so much for my business. That really won't be necessary. You've heard the man, Cyndaquil. It's time for us to pick up our trail. And by us, I mean you, of course. Creep puff. Flee button. Time to flee. Sorry. So this is going to be number 2. This is going to be for the Catwoman. Mihli? M-I-H-L-I, I believe. I think. Probably. I may be wrong. I've never done this before. But I've seen... There's this, one fairly decent Final Fantasy XI music video. I remember from way back when. That took a lot of the, cutscenes from, these missions. And, put music to it. And... So, kind of like spoilers if you watch that video. Bet you the pirates showed up while I was in Omen. Probably. Well, it's Friday night. Pirates might be, you know, staying in Norg, gambling. Or other things. But yeah. Or they keep showing up to the other ship. You should probably just wait out a ride. Actually, no, you shouldn't do that. Because that'll guarantee that they definitely show up. Is the door going to open or what? Never mind. Sorry. Don't worry, Lanos. Just keep fishing. I can't think of anything else. It's like the bestest thing ever. Just fishing, waiting for pirates, killing pirates, maybe getting a notorious monster pirate. That'll be awesome. Hey, you there! You're not who I'm looking for. Alright. Uh-oh. This ain't Balron Way, is it? I thought it was. Westgate, Bastion, thingy, full of bindings. That's what I get for not checking my cheat sheet. Gain 2 fishing levels waiting on these pirates. Congratulations! You know, back in my day, it took like 2 months to get 2 levels. And that's fishing all day. Well, not all day, but fishing a lot. I mean, skill ups were rare. You didn't get them every day. Sometimes you didn't even get them every week. Actually, now that I think about it, 2 levels in 2 months? That's too fast. That's like breakneck speed in fishing. No. Cat's like, quit talking about fish. Hungry. Meh. Dang it, I want food. Oh well. Well, at the risk of jinxing it, I'm going to say the weatherman was wrong. They were talking earlier that, shall we say... Do I have an emote? I think I have an emote button. I think it's under Monk. I think I saw it last night. Bum, 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 Monk. There we go. Let's see what this button does. There we go. Yep, yep. Wait for it. Wait for it. Ta-da! Doesn't get any better than that. Little storm we were talking about. Right? Because... Alright, so yesterday, weathermen are like, do not go outside Friday. Like 100% chance of thunderstorms. There's going to be flooding. There's going to be electrocution. There's going to be a lot of bad stuff. The temperature is going to go from 85 degrees to 20 degrees. It's mass hysteria. We got a little thunder. Well, I say a little thunder. It shook the house or the apartment and woke the cat up. But, what about it? I'm just like, I'm going to lose power. I'm going to lose internet. I should probably charge my phone. But it's all good. Dun, dun, dun. Alright, so... Gotta get back to the show. Lush. Farewell. Anybody seen... Is this him? No. It's Hume. It's probably gonna be up on the wall, right? No. He might be one of the gate guards. You know, I didn't think about that. Okay. Not one of the gate guards. Texas is nuts. It has its... It's not nuts. Texas is different. Makes perfect sense sometimes. It was just a cold front that blew in. No, the weather people. They're nuts. Oh my goodness. And it's all like, weather gone crazy. Seek shelter immediately. We're getting snow flurries. Actually, snow flurries can be very hazardous. You saw what it did to Atlanta. what was that, like 5-6 years ago? Mass hysteria, people abandoning their cars on the highway. They got like, what, half an inch accumulation, which is a lot for some of the southern towns that just aren't used to it. But even Houston, occasionally, I lived in Houston when it got snow one time. It didn't stick very long. It wasn't a lot. Why doesn't this guy have pants? Is what I want to know. You are a mercenary from Salahim's Sentinels, aren't you? This is just between you and me. Between me and you, there are certain jobs that you're not the person I'm looking for. State's not that big. Alaska's bigger. I want to say, well, that's not so bad. I mean, last weekend we drove from Dallas down to Brownsville, which is about as far south as you can go in the state of Texas. And it took us, let's see, I left around 10. First we stopped for like dinner and stuff like that. Got there around 9. It took about, I guess, about 11 hours, but I was taking my time. Now going to El Paso, now that's a long drive. That's like 14 hours, going 20 miles over the limit. No, I shouldn't go 20 miles over the limit. It's just not very gas efficient. Doesn't even get you there any faster. So you have to keep pulling over. Filling up with gas. And you get back on the highway, and you realize that you're passing all these people that you passed earlier that don't have to pull over for gas. Here's Yunheen. He is in Balron's way. You're looking for information? The Panama murders? Oh, he's gonna laugh at me. That was my biggest and most fruitless, oh wow, case. Why are you looking into it now? No, the reason doesn't matter. I was never happy with the decision to shelve that investigation. Maybe we can help each other out here. Now, I don't want to risk my military career because I broke confidentiality. So I'm going to mumble to myself, and you're going to overhear. You got that? I didn't tell you anything. About the time the murders started, I was one of the top detectives in my agency. I had built a solid reputation for solving difficult cases, a reputation that led the Imperial Army to ask for me by name. The assignment for that cursed Panama case came from the Sky Serpent General himself. He's to blame. It's always Rube Dajin. What is it with these cutscenes in the docks? What can you tell me? The victim had his kidney cut out with a single circular incision from behind. It speaks volumes about the skill of the attacker. According to the servant who found the body, Panama peel was found stuffed into the victim's mouth. I wonder if that's that same guy from earlier. I imagine this was to block the throat and prevent any cries for help. At first I thought the same, but why a Panama peel? Could there be a reason for this strange choice of method? Interesting. These obviously expensive accoutrements remain undisturbed, so we can rule out simple burglary. Could we be looking at a murder of revenge? Revenge? The victim was well known for his noble service in the position of Governor General. His decisions were fair and just. I couldn't think of any reason why anyone would wish him harm. I mean, no offense, but it is exactly for the reasons you can't think of that people engender... Oh my goodness. I mean, no offense, but it is exactly for the reasons you can't think of that people engender the antagonism of others. We must keep our minds clear of preconceptions. You're quite correct. General Rugzajin, since when was the head of Al-Zabi's military defense put in charge of criminal investigations? Oh, here come the politics. Robon, I was under the impression that any crime within the city that held possible Beastman connections was within my rights to investigate. Very well. Allow me to relate to you the details of the case. This man... This man you hold in such high esteem is under suspicion of receiving bribes from provincial lords. The Immortals have been conducting a discreet investigation for quite some time. The revenge is not an unlikely motivation after all. Have you been following the stirrings in the palace? This is the 12th in a series of killings. The 12th? How is this possible? Severing of the carotid artery, blunt force trauma to the base of the skull, poison dart, strangulation by amaranth vine. The methods of murder have been varied and violent. However, every single victim has been found with a peppermint peel inserted into the mouth. And each has, without exception, been a high-ranking Imperial official. A serial killer. We have also determined that the targets were all involved in some form of political corruption to a greater or lesser degree. Are you now satisfied that this case is beyond the scope of a simple beastman plot? I am satisfied. This case is clearly within the jurisdiction of the Immortals. However, there remains a danger to the person of Her Magnificence, the Empress. Just in case y'all didn't know, I will be expecting updates on the progress of your investigation. And of course, Sky Serpent General. Uh-oh. Don't... Oh, good. They were just going to let him walk away. H. Gillian! Happy Friday. It's almost Saturday. I continued the investigation at the personal behest of the Sky Serpent General, but made little headway, even as the murderers continued night after night. Then came the Walla Scholarship Award Ceremony incident. Soon afterwards, Sky Serpent General came to the agency, paid the investigation fees in full, and officially terminated his case request. However, I was never able to forgive myself for being unable to dig up a single clue, and quit the agency in disgrace. The Walla Scholarship Award Ceremony. You know of the temple? Since ages past, droves of talented students have converged on the temple to study the philosophy of Wallara. The most promising of these students are awarded scholarships from the Imperial Palace. But during the most recent ceremony, an assassin slipped into the palace to make an attempt on the Empress's life. The matter was handled internally to avoid undue panic. So it's not surprising if you are aware the incident even occurred at all. Well, I've told you this much. I might as well let you in on my suspicions. I believe the murderer and the incident at the palace to be connected. Call it a detective's instinct. But a washed-up private eye like myself will never be permitted to snoop around the Imperial grounds looking for clues. And that's another reason the case remains inscrutable for me. There's a determined look you have there. That's a determined look you have there. Perhaps you will be the one to get to the bottoms of this mystery and satisfy an old gumshoe's professional curiosity. Maybe, probably not. Alright, so... going to the palace? Probably need to go to the palace. Alright, I'm gonna talk to him. Nope. No, I'm not going to the palace. Going to the temple. Should be like right around the corner here. Wouldn't it be funny if, instead of guarding the archway, he was like guarding the temple, so he didn't even have to go all that far? Probably wouldn't have been funny, but it would have been convenient. Very convenient. I'm so happy. Go down here, go to magic, go to trust, down there at the bottom, Zazarg. I wonder if you get a title for complete that Zazarg quest. Profile, Stone Serpent Shock Trooper. Kinda like that. Get used to that. Alright, in here is... I don't know who I'm supposed to talk to. Oh, this guy! Yeah. He's in those clothes from the Chains of Armathia days. Well, except for the funny hat. It's a funny hat. We're gonna call him Nadi. Welcome to the Walra Temple. Our doors are always open to those seeking knowledge. Unlocked. The door was closed. How may I aid you in your quest for higher understanding? I have no idea. You are investigating the series of murders that took place 2 years ago? You are to be commended for your dedication. But I am a simple scholar. I have few dealings with secular society and know precious little about that case. Excuse me. I only wish I could help you more. However, I do recall the incident at the awards ceremony quite clearly. A foreign student, Mili Aliapo, excelled in her studies and was chosen to represent the scholarship candidates. We were blessed with many promising young academics that year. It is truly unfortunate that such an awful... Oh, I thought it was common knowledge. The Serpent Singer General was once one of our brightest students. That's what she's doing. Sitting on a wall, being one of the brightest students. ... Mealy? Elder Nadi! ... Be at ease, Mealy. It is permitted to leave your studies for this hour every day. The other students are outside the city. Enjoying the fresh air, beastmen hordes, Chigos. I could see just, entire kindergarten class running for their lives, being chased by blood-sucking Chigos. They're welcome to it. I don't like big groups. Walrock once said, "Let us drink and talk together, my friend. For in doing so, new truths will be born this night. Everybody needs companions to share thoughts with me. I'm here on the generosity of my village people. I cannot waste time mindlessly chatting. I'll talk to Walra through my books. Your progress has been exemplary, Mealy. Won't you share what you have learned with your fellow students?" Why should I? When I arrived, all they did was make fun of my accent. Very good reason not to like them. That was before they learned more of acceptance and humility. I am sure they feel shame. Now they think of their past actions. Village people. I kinda doubt it. Everyone is just wearing a mask. Them, you, even me. Mealy, knowledge is multiplied by teachings and learning with others. Look at this girl. She has trouble concentrating and often makes mistakes in her exams. You could be of immeasurable help to such a lost caracal. Oh my goodness, he just called her a sheep. You think she's a lost caracal? I didn't think you were so blind, Elder Nadi. Mealy? Mealy? I thought you might like to share some afternoon tea, since you didn't eat anything for lunch. I bought some Balak Sandbiki. Well, they're not showing her face. I seen you fishing at the port some evenings, and I thought you might like... She's just staring. ... Actually, I'm pretty interested in Tashia? T-S-A-H-Y-A. Sai? I don't know how to say that. You know, the coral and the opo-opos. I was wondering, you might tell me about your home? ... Oh, and also, I can't stand the smell of bread. Why don't you eat it yourself? Wow. Mealy? Okay, who doesn't like the smell of bread? That's right, nobody. Especially if it's fresh. Oh my god, it's like the bestest smell in the entire... Well, it's not the bestest smell in the entire world, but it is a great, great smell. I'm gonna loosen my hair a little bit. I'm gonna get a little headache. Hope you all don't mind. She is now a famous general, of course, and only this dusty scholar remembers that time. Ah, forgive me. You wish to know about the Walraw Scholarship Award ceremony? Oh, it's from the bag bread. Well, yeah. Bag bread. Plastic bags? I'm getting off tangent. Forgive me. You wish to know about the Walraw Scholarship Award ceremony. Perhaps you might try speaking with the student representative from this ceremony herself? Mealy is still rather abrasive towards people, I'm afraid. But, see? Abrasive cat woman. Right? Yeah. Probably what Mealy sounds like. Yeah? And then what happened? Oh, okay. She doesn't like the smell of fresh bread either. That's not true. But I believe she may hold some clues to the case you pursue. The truth will not evade one who seeks it with an open mind. Wow. Catch phrases galore. Oh well. So now we have to go find a student representative, or do you think we just go straight to Melee? If I had to guess, I would say go straight to Melee. But that's just a guess. Hey, look! Talk to Melee Aliapo. Alzabi, H7. Guess we better hurry before the beastmen show up. Don't think they're gonna show up. I checked earlier and they were all still not doing anything. Training. Patrol mercenaries level 8 preparing. Alright, so better get off my monk macros. Macro, edit macros, running the thief, confirmed. Alright, let's go up here. I could hit flee now, but I'm about to zone. So I'll hit flee later. So I wonder what we're going to have to go kill this time. Could be anything. The wind might be picking up a little bit outside. If the stream was to end abruptly, it's because the power went out. It's happened before. Level 8. Might be a good fight. I don't remember. Have they let us bring trust NPCs out here yet? Or... probably not. Let's go up. Not that you really need trust NPCs, but... probably can't use... well, you'd be able to do it out here if you could, right? Because I know you can have, like, summoned folks out here, too. Nope. Cannot call forth alter egos here. Alright! Catwoman on Catwoman action. Let's see what happens. Probably not gonna like me. What do you want, mercenary? Got no time to chatter with the likes of you. Elder Nadi sent you. You're serious about having this chat, aren't you? Aigiwa Subterrane. Wait there until I finish my duties. Oh! And if you bring a tuft of colorful hair with you, I might even think about talking to you. Hint, hint. Alright, so the colorful hair drops off the Dynamites in the southeast room until you get a colorful hair. Colorful hair can also be obtained in the auction house. Well, yeah. Dun, dun, dun. Let's go down here. We're going to turn left. We're going to check on something. I seriously doubt. I seriously doubt it's going to be on the auction house. But if it is, I'm going to see how much it is. If it's like 100 gil, then we'll probably pick it up. But if it's like 1,000 gil, what? Oh, Kitty says don't buy it if it's on there. Easy to get? You wouldn't be fed? I don't know, D. I mean, it's not eating time yet. Uh-huh. Here she comes. Uh-huh. And then what? You don't say. What's the square root of 144? It's not right. Anyways, we're gonna bid. We're gonna go to others. Miscellaneous, I think. Tuft of colorful hair. think that'd be Into the Seas. There we go. Coalition, Cobalt, Carlo. There's one on the auction house. Did somebody put it up there? 10K, really? It's like the same person that keeps buying it over and over again. Let's put that. Is this... No. Could this be like a RMT thing? They'd be doing a lot more money with it though, wouldn't they? Find out. You buy the Tuft of Colorful Hair for 10,000 gil. Ta-da! Alright. Let's see what happens. So now I get to go to that one place. Alright, proceed to Aht Urhgan Subterranean, entering from Boplau Thickets at G7. Alright, so Boplau Thickets is the northern one? I think I would know this. Yeah, northern one. So, North Gate. Let's flee back up. 25 seconds? Be out of here in 25 seconds. And I hope those beastmen don't show up before we come back. Probably will. I mean, what's the max level that it goes up to? Lose everyone. This way. Excuse me. Alright, so we need G7. Alright. Let's look on the map, see where G7 is. C7. I think I see it. CG. I need to go north, follow the left wall till you get to G8 and then just go north. Alright. Should be able to do this. The zone's not that big. I mean, this is okay. The only time I remember doing any XP on the mobs in this zone was the Colibri, which paladins hated, because they would eat their defense food, and then the birds would eat their defense food, and then the DPS would laugh at the tank, and they'd eat their sushi, and then the tank would lose hate, and then the bird would eat their sushi, and they're like, no, not my sushi. This gets so expensive. Because those darn birds. That one job ability that takes away your food buff. You couldn't get it back, could you? I mean, I guess not. Just kind of gross thinking about how you would do it. Kind of gross thinking how the bird got it. Actually, don't think about it. It's not a happy thought. 51 more minutes, according to my XP clock, until Happy Saturday begins. Which means probably another 30 minutes until I start to yawn. So we're only on the second quest. I'm not sure if we're going to be able to make it through all of them. Here's G8. Should be hitting a little... Yeah, I think this might be it. It may not be. I might have to go a little further north. No, I think this is it. There's no immortal blocking the path. Let's see if this is the subterranean. Yep. I always kind of wish they had done more with this, but I think it was just too dangerous. Alright. Go down south tunnel and turn right at the bottom. Triple question mark is located in the southwest corner of H8, a few steps northwest from the portal with the blue flag quest. Like I remember where that is. Alright, H8 is what we're looking for. 8. H, so it's kind of in the center. Okay, the big room. That's Just gonna follow the right wall. Alright, let's see. Let's just get out of Urhgan. All level 75 stuff. The flea should be back up. Spectral Jig, because I don't want to aggro everything. Not that I think anything would aggro here, but even the Chigos, they could like show up and be all like, attack! Like, dang it, this is just slowing us down now. Am I going the right way still? Big room. G8, we're looking for H8. I hear ya. Oh, that didn't work. Try another way. Continuing to follow the left wall. We're gonna have to lock her up here in just a minute. No. No. You can scream at me all you want. You're not getting fed till midnight. No. She does this. Especially on the weekends, where she'll start getting angry at me to try and get me to feed her sooner so she can get like a 4th serving. Whoa. I almost jumped off the edge there. Fortunately, I didn't. Alright, so this is the big room. You'd be looking for something called H8. That's a smart cat. Oh, she's very clever. And the only reason she continues to do it is because I usually get weak-willed enough. And it's like, fine, I'll feed you, but I'm not feeding you anymore. She goes, I bet. Ah. So, kitty. Yeah. Oh. No, she's not that smart. I didn't have to pick her up. She went to the bedroom all on her own. Any moment now, you'll hear her singing from the other room. She has a decent set of lungs for such a small animal. Alright, so I am looking for H8. Looking for a triple question mark. Well, excavation sites aren't there. There. And this may be what we're looking for. Let's find out. Let's get rid of invisibility. Sneak's gonna wear up anyways. Bibliotomic slug. May aggro. I have no idea what's gonna happen when I actually trade this thing over. I don't even know if it's the right one. We at H8? Yeah, we're at H8. Alright, so let's click it, see what it says. There's nothing out of the ordinary here. Well, that's my favorite saying when you click on the triple question mark. So down here. Who is this crazy kid? Hey, DA Soccer. Happy Friday. Is that bacon? Can't tell. Might be bacon. Loves bacon. Anybody remember where I put that? There it is. Colorful hair. Tuft of colorful hair. This tuft consists of hair of several colors and textures. Click the OK and something happens. Cutscene. Cutscene. Alright. Game became unresponsive. Well, that's not true. You can still move the camera around. Triple question mark says nothing interesting here. Then why is it a triple question mark? I can think of some reasons. Woman's sneaking invisibility cloak needs some work. Don't move a muscle. Nobody say anything. Don't let them know we're having a party. Sorry, got distracted. Panic! Yo, you moved! How much do you know? Really? White mage with a dagger? If you dig any deeper, I'll bury you right here. Ah! Oh, come on, Cyniquill. Huh. So you're gonna play it that way. Fine. You're as good as dead anyway. Why don't I throw you a bone? Oh, jeez. Really? You can tell me your master plan? As you've probably already found out, I'm not a citizen of Aht Urhgan. My home is the island nation of Zazarg. The Empire has several vassal states, and well, maybe the T's silent. Maybe the S is silent. So let's see. Saya. No. No idea how to say that. Saya is one of them. It may be subject to imperial law, but Saya has been granted autonomy and is allowed to field an independent defense force. We have an imperial governor general, and our people are granted the same rights as imperial citizens, or at least so the law says. My family was a wealthy farming household that raised poke potatoes, one of the staples of our nation's diet. Then one day, a new agricultural land law was passed by the governor general that put my family in the poorhouse. Almost all our property was seized by the Empire. My life changed suddenly and completely. All I could think about was where my next meal was coming from. And the final kick in the gut was when the entire village was forced to switch their crops from poke potatoes to pamamas because of some new craze in Alzabi. The thing is, none of the villagers were used to raising fruit, and the entire plantation withered before the first harvest. With no food or money to import supplies, many people died of starvation, including my own mother. With no home and no family, I did whatever it took to stay alive. Every day was a struggle. Then, when I was 13, I lied about my age and enlisted in the Saya Self-Defense Force, mostly because I'd heard they fed you properly. But it was like I had traded one hell for another. Once they found out I was only 13, I was forced to join the Saya Freedom Fighters, a covert unit kept secret from the Empire. This was the dark face of the Saya Self-Defense Force, a special forces unit that trained assassins as the ultimate weapons in the plan to secure true independence from our nation. I was officially reported as deceased, and then came the unending days of assassination training. And once I had learned everything they had to teach me, the Freedom Fighters prepared a false identity for me as Mealy, the Sayan philosophy student, and sent me to Walra Temple. It's all becoming so clear. Almost too clear. Hey, I got that outfit. It's done. We're just gonna talk out here in public where, you know, the guards can hear us. Greetings, soldier of Saya. Oh my goodness. They're doing this in town? I mean, I don't think this is even safe in Nashmal. I trust you left no traces of yourself. Doesn't that look a little bit like Cyndaquil? I mean, she would never wear that outfit, but the hair. I think it's just the hair. None. You are to be praised for the important duty you have carried out. Your mother would be proud. No, she wouldn't. What is it? It's just that this all seems so pointless. There's no end to the cockroaches in Aht Urhgan who use their position to exploit the vassal states. Every time I crush one, another one scurries to take his place. Nothing will change until the entire country changes. Then you've come to understand the crux of the problem, Mealy. We have reached the final stage of our plan, and now we have the perfect opportunity to execute it. I hear there will be a ceremony at the palace in the near future to award scholarships to the bright young students from Walra Temple. Why would that? And with your excellent grades, you've been selected to represent the student body, haven't you, Mealy? Question mark? Says the kitty cat. This kind of chance will never come again. You will attend the ceremony and assassinate the Empress. Triple exclamation points. Don't be concerned, it's traditional for Her Magnificence to be present at this event. you will have ample time to strike a killing blow. And what happens to me? How will I escape the palace guards? You won't. ... Mealy, has your soft student life clouded your memories? Have you forgotten why you were chased from your home while your mother died? ... I'll do it. Now that's the Saya Mealy I know. Your glory will be sung by freedom fighters down through the ages. A map of the palace has been secreted in the usual location. Begin your preparations immediately. May the spirits watch over you, Mealy. May the spirits watch over the freedom fighters. You think she'll succeed? Not likely. But it will freeze the blood of those Imperial curs to know how close their precious Empress came to death. And, of course, we still have a couple more potential arrows being sharpened in the meantime. Why would you assassinate a bunch of other people ahead of time so that they would be on guard and looking for assassination attempts? It's all like, you know, these 12 people, they've died recently. Maybe we should, you know, cancel some of the public appearances that the Empress is going to be seen at. Yeah, I don't know. Tugat! 1, 2, 3, happy Friday. Sorry, I'm in the middle of a cutscene. And Rugdajin, we're too late! I like that outfit. It's a good outfit. Weren't you supposed to be off this investigation, General Rugdajin? This madness has even claimed the former Grand Vizier. His spinal cord has been clearly severed between the 3rd and 4th vertebrae. How could someone... A chakram. It's a circular throwing weapon with a sharp outer edge. Of course, Nautili's going to know it. Very observant. Our killer is becoming bolder with each new victim. But this has also helped us create a more solid profile. You think the vassal states are involved in some way? It is likely. The former Grand Vizier was also once the Governor General for the Southern Nations. Of particular note is his enactment of a new agricultural land law in Saya that led to large swaths of property being seized for wealthy farming families, and the resulting death to starvation when the newly imposed plantations failed. How could such a man be promoted to the position of Grand Vizier? Dissidents were ruthlessly suppressed, heavy taxes were levied, and repatriations paid for losses. On the books, he appears compassionate and efficient. The fact that Han suggests our murderer is a member of the Saya Freedom Fighters. Saya Freedom Fighters? The Immortals were supposed to have crushed that organization. Apparently, some of the rats survived. Only an assassin trained by the Freedom Fighters would have the requisite skill to calculate the speed of a walking man and remove his head with a throwing disc. I'm not so sure about that. Can we assume the next target will hold a higher position? The present Grand Vizier is away from the capital on a tour of inspection, which leaves the killer with a choice between a member of the Imperial family or the Empress herself. I will have my soldiers stationed within the palace grounds immediately. That will not be necessary. The Immortals have an impenetrable security net. Not even the famed ninja of the East could slip in unnoticed. But wait, was there not some ceremony scheduled to be held in the palace the next few days? The Empress will be present to award a student with the Walras Scholarship? The Troll Mercenaries are on the move. Ta-da! However, the only other attendees will be single tutor and several youths from the temple. There are no surging crowds in which the assassin could hide. I would not underestimate the ingenuity of the Salra Freedom Fighters. You have a point. But I ask you to entrust the security of the palace grounds to the Immortals. The Empress's life is in your hands. ... General, perhaps a Serpent General should... I have a plan. Let us speak with your magnificence. I find it odd that the immortals are this easy to work with. I don't think they would be this easy to work with. It's just simply our jurisdiction bought out. Like, hey, we're just, you know, just want to know what happened, man. Got this guy. It's a private eye. Knows what's going on. And we're like, oh, okay. Well, in that case, and then it just. Cliche. Scholars of the well-wrought philosophies, you have mastered the courses of study set before you. Your accomplishments are the pride of the Empress and the pride of the Empire. We hope the scholarships you are to be awarded today will support you in your future endeavors. The target sits behind that curtain. I must slip inside to be certain of the kill. And there's looking at you 1, 2, 3, 4 immortals in the immediate vicinity. I'll have just one chance at this. Seriously. Blue Mage fail is all I'm gonna... Yeah, not only did she sneak out of formation on tiptoes without anybody noticing, she was able to change clothes, grab some daggers. Where did she hide these daggers? Weren't these people searched when they came in through security? No? No? Alright. And then... Yeah. Somebody lets that happen. Exclamation point? What the? Where's the Empress? Amelia Aliapo, please present the student address. Triple exclamation point. That's when they're gonna know she's not here. Amelia Aliapo? Damn it. That poor student got blown up just for a distraction. Raban goes, exclamation point? Oh, my eyes! Compose yourself. It is only an irritant. Empress, your magnificence. Captain Raban, I only see Meijing. The temple. You've got a lot to answer for, Rubdajin. The temple? Question mark? Okay. Oh, I see. They brought her there to, Here she comes. That was fast. Now you know where to go. Good. I was tired of waiting. Let us make the first move. Wait! I can solve this without weapons. Hey, you there! Come quietly, or I'll have to get rough. Is that supposed to be a threat, old man? Old man! Actually, no! Clear the way! I'll take care of this! Ow! She just hit him with a silence arrow? Catalar, are you trying to burn the temple down? Oh, if only you could do that. Oh, that would be so awesome. Triple exclamation points. Idiots. We cannot allow you to pass. The recent murders? They were your doing? Exclamation point. There's no escape. Give yourself up. Huh! Let's see you stop me. Seriously. Elven accuracy at its finest. What? Is this big sword just for show? And she used his face as a, trampoline. And she whistled. And he went, oof. How? Yeah, that's new wallpaper right there. And she's whistling again. Exclamation point. You know, Gadalar's like, you should have let me blow her up. So many happy screenshots. The jaw hanging open. Old man. It's been fun! After her! Wow. Just... The sad part is I have to choose one. Oh well. Who's there? Mealy? I almost couldn't believe it when I saw the automaton at the palace. A pity. I'm sorry, Mealy. Are you angry with me? You left the temple before I could congratulate you. Question mark? I was so looking forward to seeing you at the ceremony, but Urhgan bade me stay here. I'm glad we have this chance to talk. Dot, dot, dot. Whoops. Triple exclamation point. Now you're trapped. Seize her! Exclamation point? Oh, never mind. Stay back. Mealy? Stay your blade. What is it you want? What do I want? I wanted vengeance for my mother. And now, I wish for nothing. My vengeance. Afmal, I. Dot, dot, dot. Dot, dot, dot. The Immortals? Yep. Ugh. I've seen enough of your incompetence, General Urhgan. All 4 of the generals in charge of the defense of the city couldn't apprehend a single girl. Dot, dot, dot. Poor Gatlar. Our performance was deplorable. Yeah, it was pretty bad. As was ours, I'm afraid to say. I never considered our charge would be outside the palace. The Immortals will take responsibility for processing this crime. What is the punishment for high treason? Death by fire. Dot, dot, dot. Proceed. Wow, I'm just gonna go ahead and burn her right here. Wait! Oh. Good thing they can just stop that mid-cast. Must have taken a step backwards. There must be some mistake. This girl is a friend. Question mark? A friend, you say? Mealy has always been kind to me here at the temple. She stood up for me when I was teased by the other students. Other students teased Afmal. They must be dead now. Dot, dot, dot. But... dot, dot, dot. So much lips abuse. Assuming Mealy is an assassin, wouldn't that mean the Immortals and the Generals failed to carry out their sworn duty? That is correct. Dot, dot, dot. Failure to protect a member of the Imperial family is punishable by beheading. Dot, dot, dot. Hey, now let's not be so hasty. Shall we bring an end to this case right here and now? I do not wish to lose any of you to a misunderstanding. There is still the matter of... Please, trust in my judgment. Dot, dot, dot. Please, rub on. Oh, understood. Hopefully you didn't break her back when she threw her back there into the wall. Why are you doing this? There is more to Aht Urhgan than you've allowed yourself to see. Maybe you just need a little more time before your fate is decided. Afmal. After that incident, I was placed under General Urhgan's command and put in charge of counter-espionage. Surprise, surprise. I even received a medal for my work in capturing Far Eastern Ninja and preventing Lamia sabotage. Of course, I had to cut all ties with the freedom fighters, who now consider me a traitor to the cause. But I still refuse to expose their true identities. General Urhgan has come to accept my stubbornness in that regard. This is like a long cutscene. And then, one day... Oh, really, another one? Not another one? Yeah, this is Mealy before she joined the Generals. Half Mile's best trust for comedic relief. This is true, I just love her auto attack. It's the Sonic the Hedgehog. Freedom Fighters? Oh, they do have Sonic Freedom Fighters, don't they? Commander Mealy! You are to be commended for your actions in preventing the Mamulja plan to sink the Imperial fleet. What were they going to do, I wondered? Fire puppets from their cannons? That probably was their plan. Without your intervention, who knows how many ships we would have lost? Not to mention essential provisions for the capital. And sailors. Mealy Aliapo, in light of your achievements, you are hereby promoted to the position of Spring Serpent General. So, you mean I... Yes. From this day forward, the 4 generals become 5. Welcome to our ranks, General Mealy. Yeah, and I'll be damned if I'll let anyone contest the decision. You've done yourself proud. Congratulations, Mealy. We are lucky to have you. Not another misfit. Try to keep out from underfoot. Thank you. And today, we are also blessed with an audience with Her Magnificent. I'm honored. I am honored. Seems like she just doesn't care. Raise your head, Spring Serpent General. We have a favor to ask of you. Anything, Your Magnificence. The dagger does not suit a student of philosophy. We wish for you to wield this club and shield in its place. Because reasons. A club and a shield? We believe you will recognize the materials used in their creation. These are made of Tasha Rosewood and Tasha Ebony Wood. Correct. You are yet the hope of your people, Mealy. Spring Serpent General Mealy. Or our... I guess she was about to say friend. Loyal subject. Until my last breath. You are still the only opponent I have ever met crazy enough to leap onto the flat of my blade. Crazy? Your sword was practically standing still the way I saw it. We shall have to take that duel to its conclusion one day. Anytime, old man. We already know who will win that bout. You'll not surprise me this time, but I'll wait until you've had time to practice with that club. 4 generals. For generals, you both sound very much like boasting children. That's all he does now is just laugh. Well. And that was that. I've been so quiet, I practically spilled my whole life story. I know, it's like an expedition dump. By the way, do you know why I had you bring the tuft of colorful hair? Because you're Mithrin, you like shiny stuff? It's actually a collection of locks from the people I've assassinated. I meant to present it to the freedom fighters after my last assignment was complete, but was never able to throw it away. I kept it to remind me of the evil in the world. Theirs and mine. I was frantic to have lost it. And the immortals could still use that hair to convict me of my crimes even after all this time. So, what do you plan to do with it? Return it to Mealy? Hand it to the immortals? Guess we should return it to Mealy. Huh? I used to often dream about the time my mother died and I was all alone. A terrible dream, where all sense of hope is gone. But now, those dreams are gone. I wake up in the morning and think of the faces of my companions and the soldiers under my command, even in the face of the Empress. I don't expect my crimes to ever be forgiven, but I still mean to serve the Empress until her dreams for the future have been fulfilled. Wait, what am I babbling about? Oh, she's crying. Yeah, leave me be. Listen close. I might not kill you now, but if you let the wrong words slip in the wrong place, panic. See you around, mercenary. And thank you. Well, this, yeah. Just crazy. Crazy, crazy, crazy cat ladies. See? I don't know if you can hear her. There's a crazy cat lady in the other room. Alright, so next we go say besieged, right? Whoosh! Have a good evening. I'm not sure I'm gonna be able to stay up much longer myself. Alright, return to Fariwari for the final cutscene. Alright. Let's hit the warp button, that'll be a little faster. Of course, it is almost time for us to feed a kitty, too. You feed her at midnight, and she won't be trying to wake me up at 5 in the morning. That's not true. She'll probably still try to wake me up at 5 in the morning going, hey! She likes to hit me in the face. Get up! Just like, go away. Like, no, get up! Is that how it always starts? I'm like, pick her up, put her outside the bedroom, close the bedroom door, and then she'll just like start trying to open the bed. She used to, this was in, oh god, this was like 2 apartments ago. She would jump up and attack the door handle, trying to open it. She did actually get it open once. And I think after she opened it, she just never really tried again afterwards. And just like, yeah. Mission accomplished. It wasn't even one of those door handles that have like the lever or something like that. It was just a little round handle. She would just jump up and attack it until... I actually think she ended up breaking one of them, trying to force it open. Didn't know those things could break. I guess it was the screws inside. I got too stressed. Alright, so now we're gonna run upstairs. Grab a cutscene. Because I've already got the melee trust cipher. That's one of the ones that you can get with the Records of Eminence. Tutorials. Like one of the first ones, because White Mage is always White Mage. Cats were able to slip their paws below doors, pull them open with their claws. Somehow. Cats are very... Cats are very clever. They usually find a way. Alright, Fariwari. Ah, my attendant! That is to say, Lady Cyndaquil. And so, what of the spine-chilling, hair-raising, nail-biting Pamama murders? The safe version or the full version? Is there like a, what happens if you... Alright, you must complete Algorithm Mission 12 before Fire gives you this quest, and General Melee must be present in Elzabi to complete the quest. Alright. Should we do the full version? We get in trouble? Yeah, the full version is so boring. Let's do the safe version. The case remains unsolved, and you happen to see the Spine Serpent General slip on a Pamama peel? This is hopeless. I'm looking for suspense, not slapstick. Your research is far from fruitless. There is nothing here for my mystery mega-hit. I'm done for! Done for, I tell you! Oh, yep, there they are. Master Fariwari. Did I just hear you say you were done? Gulp? I'm betting he ain't done a single verse and don't have a single coin to his name. Of course I'm done. I have a splendid song that shall spark a cacophonous controversy. How fascinating. Well then, let us hear this dramatic verse. I don't think this is an appropriate venue for such a sizzling satire. You do have a poem, don't you, Master Fariwari? Yes. A new installment in the Serpent General series, Mealy of the Southern Isle. The title is somewhat lackluster. Born a Mithra, this island girl, thrown to the jungle and raised by Koarl. More beast than beauty, the ferocious Mealy. Never wore clothing, what? This beast girl ran bare, without even leopard skin, underwear. Ate Opo and Pamamas, the ferocious Mealy. She would gnaw on the bones and chew on the peels. It sure was a fright to watch her take meals, chomping and munching, the ferocious Mealy. Oh, what comes next? When the nature called, she would lift up one leg and try to avoid splashing her. Oh no. All you hear is Ataru scream in the dark. Ah! Yep. Death by Cat Girl. What do you mean to do with us? You were listening? That makes you accomplices. Hey, just a minute. Oof. I'd give you the same treatment. But that's not why I'm here. It's not like I came looking for you or anything. But, well, since I thought I should at least ask your name. Hi, I'm Cyndaquil. It's like plastered above my head. Cyndaquil, huh? Well, I won't bite your head off next time you say hello. Bye! See you around, Cyndaquil. Yeah, I got Imperial. I got an Imperial Gold piece. Alright, so there's like one more mission, but it's like really close to my bedtime. And this next one is like really long and the trolls are approaching. So I might go save them instead. Definitely gonna have to go feed the cat. Would hate for her to leave me a surprise on the bed. Cats do that sometimes. Alright, I don't know. I'm thinking I'm going to stream something tomorrow. It may not be Final Fantasy 11. May not be a Final Fantasy game. I don't know. I haven't decided yet. So I want to do something different. I'm not sure if I can though. But then again, temperature's supposed to get cold tomorrow. Watch I wake up with a head cold. Yeah, I'm gonna turn off the stream. I'll probably stay on the game for a little bit longer. I still need to do my dilithium mining on Star Trek Online. Maybe some of that. Maybe not. Ever played The Cat Lady? Is that like a song? It kind of sounds like a song. But if it's a video game, then no. No. I have seen Cat Lady is good. Ugh, I might just have to look that up then. Played that one and Downfall. Wait. Wasn't there a Skyrim mod called The Cat Lady? Yeah, I'm probably thinking of something else. Y'all be good. Stay safe. Have fun. Don't get caught. And I'll catch you next time. Bye.